just for an information. Yeah. So good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. So welcome to my training on performance testing and engineering, and welcome to this is my YouTube channel, guys. So if you haven't subscribed, so let me quickly. This is my YouTube channel name. You can find my YouTube channel name with this name. I already shared to you link to my YouTube channel in your when you raised an inquiry with me. Okay, right. So anyways, like this is here you can see my WhatsApp number and email address and YouTube channel over here. All right, so we'll be starting with performance testing fundamentals. I will be covering performance testing basics for 10 days. The first 10 sessions will be completely focused on performance testing fundamentals. Okay, and these are the concepts that I am going to cover in performance testing fundamentals in the first 10 days. Right. So before starting the session, like I would like to thank everyone who is part of my, actually it's 16 years now. I have 16 years of experience in performance testing and engineering. I started my career with AppLabs Technologies. So proud to be an AppLabs. So if you heard AppLabs, it is one of the world's first largest independent software testing company. World's first largest independent software testing company. Right. So it was established by our Telugu, someone from Telugu, Telugu states, like from AP, actually. So Ses Reddy is the founder of this AppLabs Technologies. So who is someone from AP, right, Andhra Pradesh. So I got chance to work on multiple tools like LoadRunner, WebLoad, SilPerformer in these domains: retail, healthcare, banking, and finance domains. And Tech Mahindra is another service-based company I worked for. So in Tech Mahindra, I got a chance to work on multiple LoadRunner protocols like so web and web services are the regular protocols, right? Everyone will work. So of course, like right now we have API testing. So web and web services, these are the common protocols that anyone will get a chance to work. So however, I got chance to work on other protocols, other LoadRunner protocols like TrueClient, Java VUser, Citrix, COM, Oracle NCA, Oracle 2-tier, and Oracle Web Apps 11i in Tech Mahindra. So I worked for around 3.5 years in TechM. So later on, I moved to Bank of America. So Bank of America is you might have heard that, like it is a product-based company. BA Continuum India Private Limited. That is the actual Indian company which is a sister concern company for Bank of America. That means all the software required for Bank of America, all the software development and testing will be done by this India's subsidiary called BA Continuum. BA Continuum is the sister concern company for Bank of America, which does the development and testing of the software, which is required for this Bank of America. Guys. Bank of America is a wholesale bank. It is into wholesale banking. Okay, and it's a product-based company. So I hope you know difference between a service-based and product-based company. If not, I will explain that later. Right. So in Bank of America, I got experience. I got a chance to work on multiple tools like JMeter, Jenkins, Splunk, Intoscope, Dynatrace, WebLogic Console, Oracle Enterprise Manager, AppWatch, and capacity planning test, apart from regular load and soak test. So we'll discuss like what are these load and soak test and all this capacity planning test and all this. And I'm a certified associate in JMeter, Splunk, and Dynatrace. Okay. So after Bank of America, like I worked for InnoMinds, another service-based company. So it was one of the top 10 dream companies to work for. And it's one of the it won like a national best employer brand award for, for 3 to 4 years in a row, I believe. Right. So after InnoMinds, like I worked for SAP Labs. SAP Labs, you might have heard that, right? Another product-based company, a very good product-based company, which I still, this is one of the best companies that I've worked till now. So I worked as a principal performance engineer over there. And I also worked for State Street, which is another product-based company. So this is briefly about my experience, guys. So right now I am working in a service-based company again, right? So in total, I have like 16 plus years of experience, out of which like 13 plus years or 13 plus to 14 years I have in performance testing and engineering. Okay, so this is about myself, guys, and these are the salient features unique features of my training. Okay, so let me go to the slideshow mode. So I will be giving training in this performance testing training. I will be giving training on enterprise Java applications, not just web tools and JPEG store. most of the training institutes or most of the other trainers will cover only these two applications, Web Tools and JPEG Store, which are simple demo applications. However, so I will be giving I will be covering both of these. Along with this, I will be giving training on enterprise Java applications. And we'll have a daily assessment for 10 minutes in the beginning on the previous day concepts and theory. So next, after the assessment, daily assessment, I will be covering theory or scripting sessions for 15 to 60 minutes a day. So generally, like my for the initial 10 days, it would be 1 hour per day. Session duration would be 1 hour per day. So once we start with the tool, right, then I will be taking 1.5 hours per day. And this is the typical breakdown of that 1.5 hours. Okay. So for the last 10 minutes, like we will be dedicating for any doubt clarification and any question and answers, right? And I simplified the scripting and made it easy to understand. So performance testing is very, what I can say is like, it requires minimum logical skills. There are no prerequisites as such. You need not be good in C, any language, basically. You need not be an expert in any programming language, right? However, there will be scripting, but it will be like minimal scripting, like 5 to 10% of will be scripting. And also that also will be basic programming, basic if loops, for loops kind of coding this, right? So apart from that, I made scripting simplified and easy to understand. So I have been given this, I am giving these trainings from almost like 3 years, 3+ years, right? So prior to that, I have some teaching experience as well in a junior college, right? And most of the scripts that I will be covering will be from different companies' interviews. Some organizations, as part of their interview, they will be giving some scripting test. So most of the scripts that I cover will be from those different companies' interviews. Okay. So scripting hands-on mandatory for every participant. There are, this is one of the terms and conditions to join. Everyone should work on the script and share it to me for review. Scripting hands-on mandatory, because that is the first and foremost thing that you have to do as part of the performance, when you are as a performance test engineer, right? So you should be, that is the first and foremost thing that you are supposed to be strong in that area, right? So scripting hands-on mandatory for every participant. So again, we need not write any code from scratch. So basically, these performance testing tools generate the script for us. They record, all these tools are record and playback tools. Means the script will be generated by the tool. We will not be writing any code from scratch. That is the beauty of performance testing. At the same time, so you will be having packages equal to developers. The salary part will be equal to, more or less equal to the developers. Sounds good, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Any queries?
Sir, I had a small query.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Actually, you are telling like Java, some programming language basics should require, but we are like a mechanical background. We don't have any programming language skills and no knowledge in that. So need to learn like basics.
No need, Jagdish. That's what I said. There are no prerequisites. I said like prior programming knowledge is not mandatory.
Yeah, okay.
So there will be only basic programming, like only 5 to 10% programming will be there. That too very basic programming, which I will be covering in the training.
Okay, sir. Then okay.
Okay. So I have like most of my batches will have more than like 70 to 80% will be from non-IT background only. So I'll be covering from scratch. So I'll be covering from basics. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
So, and what I have one batch running in the morning, that is May 2022 batch. I have one guy from hotel management background. He's doing good scripting than his counterparts, than his batchmates who are from computers background, CSC or IT background, right? So he's from hotel management background. So his qualification was hotel management. Got it?
Good, sir.
But
Good,
he is
sir.
doing good along with more than others, more than his batchmates. And I am sure that he will be one of the first 5 to get placement from his batch.
Okay, very good, sir. It seems very good.
So apart from this, apart from scripting, right? So after the training, you will be able to attempt ISTQB certification for performance testing as well. So which is, of course, that is we have some additional fees for that, and you have to pay something around like 7 to 8K to ISTQB if you want to get certified for ISTQB performance testing certification. If you want to attempt that, like, you have to pay some additional fee. So JMeter certification is absolutely free of cost. So I'll tell you, like, which how can we do the free JMeter certification. So JMeter certification is mandatory, as it is free of cost, right? It's mandatory for everyone. Okay. And I will be covering the different protocols like web and web services and API testing. So basically true client is optional, as I mentioned here, this is optional. So, like, and also it requires JavaScript actually, if I want to cover this protocol. So, let me correct it. Yeah. So I'll be covering protocols like web services and API testing in both LoadRunner and JMeter. So hands-on training on scripting with real-time examples, and I will be covering 15 plus scripts which are given in scripting tests of various companies interviews. Right? Not just 2 or 3 scripts or 4 or 5 scripts, but I will be covering 5 to 6 applications, and I will be covering around like 15 to 20 scripts in total in each tool. In LoadRunner 15 to 20 scripts and JMeter 15 to 20 scripts, covering different scenarios. And I'll be covering like I'll be giving training on 5 sample applications and 2 real-time applications for scripting and text executions. So 1 real-time application with LoadRunner and 1 real-time application with JMeter. So LoadRunner, JMeter, we already discussed that when in the inquiry call, right? So there are 2 major tools in performance testing in market nowadays. So one is LoadRunner, which is a licensed tool. The other one is JMeter, which is a open source tool, a free tool, right? So I'll be covering these 2 real-time applications, one with LoadRunner and the other one is one with JMeter tool. Okay. So, and I'm applying sprint-based model to the training. So I'll explain what is the purpose of this, and just to make you familiar with the sprint-based model. So I'll explain later like what is sprint-based model and all this. So however, I am applying sprint-based model to the training so that you will understand the sprint concepts. Okay, agile methodology and sprint concepts. So that is the main reason why I am applying that sprint-based model to training. So next, coming to other unique features of my training. So we'll be having table topics and presentation by participants to enhance soft skills. So we'll do this for once in a week or so. And I'm leveraging or using different digital platforms for the training, assignments, and assessments. So we will be having weekly assessment, right? So after every week, like I will be giving one assessment online test. So which will be having 15 multiple choice questions, right? And we will be also having monthly assessment. After each tool is completed, we will have one monthly assessment. So in the weekly assessment, you will get to know like where are you standing, and whether you need to brush up the concepts again or not, right? So apart from this training, we are also providing placement assistance. When I say placement assistance, like here I am giving real-time project training on weekends, right? So this is additional to our regular training, guys. All these LoadRunner and JMeter training will be on weekdays from Monday to Friday. And apart from this, as part of placement assistance, I am giving live project training on weekends. But this would be like classroom training. I'm taking this in Hyderabad, right? So this is not mandatory for everyone. This is optional, and this is at some additional cost. Okay, at some additional fee. So as part of placement assistance, I will be giving live project training on weekends. So we are running it on Sundays 10 to 1 a.m. on every Sunday. So apart from live project training, I will be preparing your CV, and the real-time project, you will get a chance to work on end-to-end on a real-time project, not just one, like 2 or 3 real-time projects you'll get a chance to work. And also whatever projects you work, right? So that we will be keeping that in your CV. The same projects will be like listed out in your CV, right? So after that, one more thing as part of placement assurance is like I'll be conducting 5 mock interviews after the training. So this is to before attending the real company's interviews, right? Right. So I'll be taking 5 mock interviews. First mock interview I will take myself, and 2 more mock interviews by my friends who are working in service-based companies, and 2 more mock interviews by my friends who are working for product-based companies. Okay, I'll explain this earn while you learn later on. So these are the unique features of my training, guys. So I'll tell you, like, we got very good results. Like I have about 90% placement, successful placement ratio in all the batches from the past to 1 to 2 years. Initially, we used to have 50 to 60% of placement ratio, successful placement ratio. So, but for the last 2 years, we are seeing like, I have around 80 to 90% of placement ratio in all the batches in the last 2 years. Any queries, guys, over here before moving to the next slide? Yes, am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Any queries before we move to the next slide?
Sir, that one you are telling like need to come directly for that real-time experience, huh?
Yes.
You're telling that like extra fees will be there and everything. That point I can't understand, sir. That exactly.
Okay. So regular training will be Monday to Friday. Okay.
Okay.
So 1.5 hours per day. It would be Monday to Friday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wherein I will cover 5 sample applications and 1 real-time application with LoadRunner and 1 real-time application with JMeter. So I will be covering 2 real-time applications for scripting and test executions.
Yes, sir.
In regular training. For those who want to keep experience, or those who want to have more career gaps and also, and if you are interested and if you can make it, if you are close to Hyderabad, right? So you can attend this live project training. Where I will be like, I will be giving 3 to 4 real-time applications. I will be giving training on live real-time projects end to end here. So here you will get a chance to work on scripting and test executions only. In this placement assistance, right? You can do end to end from the begin, from requirement gathering to test report, and you will have access to the servers as well. Okay. So whatever you have to do in a, once you get a job, right? So whatever you have to do in a project, everything will be covered here.
Yeah. Okay. Now understands.
Right. And this will be like every Sunday 10 to 1, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. 3 hours per weekend.
Okay.
And once you complete a tool, then you can start attending this. You need not worry about this now, because like this placement assistance and live project training, you can join once you complete at least one of the tools. Yeah. So you still have 1 month more time if you want to attend. If you still want to attend, you can think about that seriously after 1 month.
Okay, sir. Now understand.
Okay. Any other queries, guys? Okay. So I'll take your, I'm assuming that you don't have any other queries. Now let me move to the next slide. So these are the unique features of my training, guys, and these are the course contents for beginners and advanced. Right now, I am running only like a beginner training. The first one, course contents for freshers or beginners in performance testing. For your information, I am currently working in a service-based organization. So that I have some time limitations, right? So I am currently focusing more on those in job search and who are having career gaps. And this is the training that I am running now. The first part of the training that you are seeing. So performance testing 10 to 15 hours, and I will be covering developer tools, Fiddler, right? And these are the different tools that I will be covering as part of this training for beginners, guys. So LoadRunner Professional 2022, LoadRunner has released latest version, that is, which is 2022. So I'm covering 2022 version. Okay. With web and web services and API testing, this will come around 80 plus hours. Right? This LoadRunner itself will come around 80 hours, guys. Right? And performance testing basics as a For JMeter, right? So we have one more important tool for performance testing is JMeter. Those who want to opt for JMeter only, like again, like performance testing basics 10 to 15 hours, developer tools, Fiddler, and JMeter 5.5. Recently, last week, we had one new version of JMeter, which is 5.5. So the training for JMeter training will be around another 80 hours. Okay. Along with these, Fiddler and developer tools and all this, right? And monitoring with open source tools and analysis, basic Java concepts and basic performance engineering. These will be covered for both LoadRunner and JMeter. Got it, guys? I will be covering this monitoring with open source tools and analysis, basic Java concepts and performance engineering with both the tools, with both LoadRunner and JMeter. Basic SQL queries and SQL tools like Toad, dbeaver, DB Visualizer, Git, and GitHub. So these are important. Basic SQL queries and SQL tools are important. These are not much important, right? So I'll be covering these as well, along with LoadRunner and JMeter. I'll be covering these as well. Right? There is one more tool called Dynatrace APM, which is a application performance monitoring tool. This is optional, and the course duration will be 20 to 25 hours. Right? So we already discussed, like, how many tools you had to learn, and how many years of experience you are supposed to keep for your, those who are having career gaps, right? So I already suggested to few people that they have to learn Dynatrace as well, any APM tool as well, not exactly Dynatrace, need not be exactly Dynatrace only, but those who want to keep like 4 to 5 years of experience, they have to learn this Dynatrace APM tool as well. After learning LoadRunner and JMeter, once you are strong in LoadRunner and JMeter, then you can think about these APM tools. Clear, guys? And these are the advanced concepts for beginners. So, advanced concepts for working professionals, those who are already working as performance test engineers. So, however, I don't have a batch now. I don't have time to accommodate this as well. So, I'm skipping that part. Okay. So, I'll be starting with Windows shortcuts, and I'll be explaining some computer basics, as most of the participants are from non-computers background. So, most of the participants are from non-computers background, right? So few are from mechanical background and a civil background and all this, right? So I'll be covering from, I'll be starting from scratch from computer basics like this, right? What is an operating system? How to check the system configuration? What is IP address? I'll be covering all this from basics, guys, which I will be starting from the tomorrow session. Okay, so I will be giving training on LoadRunner. I'll be starting this batch with LoadRunner Professional 2022. Okay, so for JMeter, I am already having a morning batch, so which was started 10 days back, 10 days ago. Okay, next JMeter batch will be from next month, end of next month. I'll be starting a new batch for JMeter. So this is the training plan, guys. And one more thing, so LoadRunner and JMeter I will be covering as a daily batch, and Dynatrace I will be covering as a weekend batch. So I'll be starting Dynatrace from next month. Dynatrace training from next month as a weekend batch. Clear, guys? So that is a roadmap, and let me show you something, like 1 second. So for every batch, as you know, we have a different WhatsApp group, as you already know, and most of you are added to that group, right? So PT LR JMeter June 2022 batch. Here you can see that if you observe here, PT LR JMeter means in this batch LoadRunner will be started first and then JMeter, and this batch is June 2022 batch. We are almost at end of June. I will rename it to July, right? And if you observe here, May batch was started with JMeter. This batch was exclusively for JMeter. Clear, guys? And if you observe here, April 2022 batch, I started with JMeter and then I covered LoadRunner here in this particular batch. So for every batch, I will be having a separate WhatsApp group where I will be communicating and collaborating through that WhatsApp group. If you have any issues, or if you have any scripting issues or any blockers, you can ping that issue with a screenshot in that WhatsApp group. So I will be having one more trainer in the WhatsApp group along with me, one of my friends. So who will be helping you to resolve, I will be available if I am not available at any particular day. So he will be helping you to sort out those issues, guys. Please, please ping it in the WhatsApp group. So if you have any issues or any, application issues or scripting doubts and all, so please post it in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And apart from this, I will be adding you everyone to a Google Classroom where I will be giving assignments and all. Let me quickly show you. So assignments which I am giving to current batches or previous batches. Here you can see every batch has a separate classroom. So this is PT Geometer LoadRunner May 2022 batch, as you can see here. So I'll be giving assignments like this, guys. I'll be giving scripting assignments like this. I'll be adding all of you once you confirm your joining, right? I'll be adding all of each one of you to this batch, right? And I will be giving assignments over here. Clear, guys? So apart from this, as I said, like I have some, I'll be giving weekly assessments, right? Let me quickly show you some screenshots of the previous batch. So these are the screenshots of, scores of my previous batch students, guys. So once you complete the assessment, right? Once you complete the test, online test, I'll be getting a mail like this. Is it clear, guys? These are the screenshots of those mails. And this one offer letter, a recent offer letter that we got this month by one of my previous batch student who is from mechanical background, mechanical 2019 passed out. He recently got selected for Cognizant, right? And one more participant, Shravan Kumar Reddy, like he was from 2008 pass out. EI, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. His qualification was BTech in Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, 2008 pass out, guys. So he got selected for TCS recently. And yeah, one more important screenshot that I want to show. So as I said, right, as part of placement assistance, right? 1 second. Yeah, as part of placement assistance, I will be giving referral openings. If you remember, like in the inquiry call, I mentioned with everyone. I explain about the placement assistance, isn't it? So if you observe here, we have tie-ups with some QA organizations, right? So who can't basically startup companies. We have some tie-ups with startup companies as well as some MNCs. So basically, why they see if you see this chat conversation, right? So you can read it over here. Is there any fake experience guy who can clear interview on JMeter, right? And why do they want why they want to recruit a fake experience guy is so someone who is having genuine experience nowadays is getting like those who are having 3 years genuine experience, right? They are getting and they are demanding 15 lakhs package, 10 to 15 lakhs, anything about 12 to 15 lakhs package. Okay, those who can't pay that much packages, right? They recruit some people from the training institutes or trainers like me. Clear, guys? Guys, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes.
Sir, clear.
they are clearly asking here, do you have any fake experience? Yes, you can clear interview on JMeter, right? They will schedule client interview. So what is the advantage? This is a win-win proposition for everyone. So for candidates, right, they need not worry about BGC, background check and all. For companies, like they are getting resources at less package than the market, right? And from candidate side, right, so it's easy to crack these interviews because they know very well that these are trained guys and you don't have genuine experience. Okay, so it's relatively very easy to crack these interviews. Understood, guys? So whatever referral openings we are providing, right, they know that most of the referral openings that we provide, the companies know that you are experienced guys, you are trained guys, not as having genuine experience. So it's relatively easy to get selected. So for 50% of the referral openings will be from startup companies which know that you are trained guys, you don't have genuine experience, right? So obviously it will be easy to crack those interviews. Clear, guys? And for your information, like you have to crack these interviews on your own. I don't encourage proxy and all, right? So I don't encourage impersonation and proxy and interview support and all. But you will be given training in such a way that you will be able to crack interviews on your own. Okay, so this is one more screenshot of week 1 assessment, as you can see here. So this is manual testing. By the way, we are running manual testing. One of my friend is running those manual testing training. We are starting a new batch for manual testing from next week or July, right? So the current batch is going to be completed by this month end, and we will be starting a new batch for manual testing from July 1st week. Okay, so yes, so this helps us, this weekly assessment help us to understand. For example, if you see here, he's only correct by 53%. He scored only 53%, right? And like we are yet to get the week 2 assessment results. I will share it soon. Okay, so and here you can see someone got 87%, right? 60% and all. 80%, as you can see here. So how many questions are correct, how many are wrong, and how many are not attempted, right? So we'll have weekly assessment. Everyone will have to attempt this, go through this weekly assessment test. So apart from this, like I want to share you one more thing. Let me share recording. So everyone should share the script like this. This is a separate email ID for script review. Okay, so each and every participant will be working on the script, and they will be sharing the script for review. Okay, so we will verify if the script is working correctly, and if you are following all the naming conventions and scripting standards and all this. We'll discuss those, what are naming conventions and scripting standards. So basically, like you will be getting complete hands-on on scripting, and someone we will be reviewing your scripts and sharing review comments to you. So let me quickly show you. So each and every batch will be having a tracker like this. As you can see here, this is May 2022 batch, which was started on 18th May. And these are the session timings, and this is the total duration till now. Till now, we completed 30 hours approximately. And this is the concept covered on each day, and who all are the attendees and all this. So every batch will have a tracker sheet like this. So what is the advantage that you get is, I will be sharing this tracker sheet with you, so that you will know like what concept is covered in each day. If you miss any session, you can refer to this sheet and you can go through the recorded session. Clear, guys? And here you can see the session durations, day and date on which that session happened, and the duration of the session, right? And all this information. So initially I'll be taking 1 hour, and later on, once the tool is started, right, it will be extending. I will be extending to 1 to 1.5 hours, as you can see it over here, right? So for some reason I concluded session, early over here. So, but you can see most of the sessions are like 1.5 hours per day. Some days like it was almost 2 hours per day. Clear, guys? So every batch will have a tracker like this, and I will be sharing this tracker sheet with everyone. Okay. And one more thing, as I said, right? So we will be reviewing your script. We'll be reviewing your scripts. Once you share the script to us, we will be reviewing your scripts, and we will be sharing the review comments like this. Okay, so you can see it over here. These are the review comments, or these are the mistakes that went through, and we'll be giving rating like this. Those who got above 3, like they will be marked in green color, and below 3 will be marked in red color, right? And so on. So now below 2 will be marked in red color, and 2.5 will be marked in yellow color. So we'll be doing this for each application, so that you will get an idea like how is your progress from one application to another application. So this is and one more thing is, so whenever we have some referral openings, right? So we'll be referring those who got good review ratings over here. Those who got ratings in the training, right? During the training, we will be first referring those candidates. Understood, guys? Whenever we have some referral openings, right? So we'll be forwarding their CVs first. Okay. Once they are, those profiles are interviewed, right? So once their interviews happen, we will be sharing the remaining profiles. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is something which I want to show you. So apart from this, I have shown you the weekly assessment results and all this. Okay. So apart from this, right, so I'll be preparing CV for you, those who opted for placement assistance. I'll be preparing CV for you. You can see that, I have a separate folder for each student. Okay. And I'll be preparing CV and for you. And we will be providing, like, we have tie-ups with few consultancies. Few of my friends are running, some consultancies. So I'll be providing experience documents as well. Okay. So if you want, there is no compulsion, or there is, we don't force anything. So if you are interested, like, you can, we can provide experience documents as well. And for placement assistance, right? But for those who want placement assistance, for them it's mandatory. They have to go through our consultancy. So that's all I have, guys, for today. So 1 second, let me pause recording. Important concepts to ask. So yeah, so this is what I want to explain. I already covered trainer introduction, unique features of my training, and course duration. Coming to course duration, I already shared to you on WhatsApp. So LoadRunner course duration, only LoadRunner tool will take 1 month for me to complete end to end scripting, executions, reporting, and analysis. I'll be taking minimum 1 month, Okay. So, and performance testing basics 10 to 15 hours, right? And monitoring and analysis another 10 to 15 hours. So duration will be like, for only particular LoadRunner tool, it would be 1 month, JMeter 1 month, performance testing basics 15 days, and monitoring and analysis 15 days. You can do that in parallel. If you do that in parallel, the course will be completed in 2 months. So if you want to do one tool after another, it will take 2 to 3 months. It will take almost 3 months, guys. But it will be detailed training. You will be able to crack interviews on your own, and you will be able to do your job without any job support. Once you get a job, right, you need not depend on others. So in fact, few of my students are giving job support to others. Got it, guys? And who all are the ideal participants? So any BTech or MCA, MSc computers, BSc freshers, or any full-time degree in active job search. So basically companies are looking for minimum 15 years of full-time education. So previously they used to ask only BTech and MCA. However, because of resource requirement, there is very less competition in performance testing. There is very less competition, in fact. So in fact, we are facing huge resource crunch. We don't have enough resources in performance testing. So that is why now companies are asking, like, any degree is fine. We don't want only BTech or MCA. Even TCS is asking 15 years of full-time education. That is the minimum qualification. But it should be full-time, guys, by the way. No correspondence degree will be entertained. Clear? And 2017 to 2021, of course, I have generalized it, but I have students who are 2012 pass outs, 10 pass outs, 8 pass outs, right? So who got placement already. And those who are working in non-IT or BPOs and who want to shift their career to IT, particularly software testing, this course is more suitable for them. And basic programming skills enough. However, if you are good in Java, or Python, or C++, or SQL, that would be added advantage. Okay, you can expect double packages over here. If you are good in any of these languages or any of these SQL or Linux, right? You can expect double packages or more packages than others. Clear, guys? This is just an added advantage, but basic programming skills are enough again. There are no prerequisites. So there is no prerequisites like you should already know Java or something like that, because we don't write any code from scratch. We don't write any script from scratch. Clear, guys? And let me explain career prospects and compensation or packages that you can expect. That is something which is important, right? What are the career prospects and compensation for performance testing? Our average package in service and product-based companies. Important to know, right? What are the career prospects and what are the salaries that you can expect, right? So in both service-based companies and product-based companies. I hope you know what is a service-based company and a product-based company. Okay. So service-based companies, all these TCS, CTS, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, these are all service-based companies. And in these service-based companies, suppose if you are keeping 2 to 3 years of so the package that you can expect is number of years experience into 2 to 3 lakhs. Means someone who is having 3 years of experience, they can expect minimum of 6 lakhs package. Average package for my students is 10 lakhs. See, this is the industry average that I'm explaining here. So for performance testing, this is the average package that they can expect. Nowadays, it's 10 lakhs average package, guys, for 3 years experience. So my students got somewhere around 8 to 12.5 lakhs package for 3 years experience. For 3 years experience, so, after the training for 3 years claimed experience, not genuine experience, guys. Okay, so I'll show you some, so he got recently into Nokia with 12.5 lakhs package. Okay, let me. Coming to product-based companies, so if you are able to crack interviews in product-based companies, when I say product-based companies, we have some. I have listed out some product-based companies in Hyderabad. So we have Salesforce, ServiceNow, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Facebook, Google, and Microsoft, right? So there you can expect like number of years experience into 3 to 5 lakhs package here. Observe here, like here in service-based companies, like now average packages, number of years experience into 2 to 3 lakhs, whereas the starting salary itself will be 3 to number of years into 3 lakhs. That would be starting salary for product-based companies. So it can go all the way around up to number of years into 5 lakhs. That means someone who is keeping 3 years experience rate, they can expect from 9 to 15 lakhs package if they are able to crack interviews in a product-based company. Clear, guys? So, however, like for the past 1 year, recruitment is very good, and service-based companies itself are offering like 10 to 12 lakhs package or 8 to 12 lakhs package. Okay. So this is about career prospects and compensation, that packages that you can expect. Now, any queries, guys, before we move to the next topic? Scripting scenarios to cover in the training. Okay, let me show you what are the scripting scenarios that I'm going to cover in the training as part of the training. So these are the scripting scenarios that I am going to cover. These are the different applications that I am going to cover, right? As I said, I will not be covering just web tools and the JPEG store. I'll be covering enterprise Java applications like Konakart and AOS and all these, right? Apart from that, I'll be covering one real-time application with LoadRunner and one real-time application with JMeter. So these are the real-time applications I will be covering in the training. One script on Udemy, 1 or 2 scripts on Udemy, and 1 or 2 scripts on Amazon application. So these are the real-time applications that I am going to cover as part of the training. Okay, these are the scripting scenarios that I am going to cover. And what is like, we will discuss this in the next demo session. What is performance testing and what are the different types of performance testing? I will keep it parked aside for next demo session. And I will be covering one demo script as well, just to show you like how easy it is, like, just to show you that we will not be writing any code from scratch. Okay, so I will be giving one demo script with LoadRunner and JMeter. And placement distance I already explained. So coming to terms and conditions, as I mentioned just now, say every participant should work on the script and share it to me for review. And everyone should turn on the camera while recording or while the session is going on. So this is to make sure that you are focusing on the session, right? You are not deviating, or there are no, you are not looking into your Facebook or WhatsApp and all this. So, attempting the weekly test and monthly test is mandatory. So these are the terms and conditions for this, for joining the training. So with this, I'll take a pause here. Any queries if you have, like we will discuss any queries that you may be having. And I'll be sharing all this training material to you. And I'll be sharing notes to you. Every batch will have a separate Word document where I will be giving notes to you. So you can take your running notes as well, right? So I will be giving, I'll be listing out all the important interview questions and all the concepts in this running notes, guys. And for reading purpose, for your future reference, right? So I'll be sharing this training material to everyone. Once you confirm your joining and right, so I'll be sharing this training material to everyone. And I'll be sharing all the required documents, like whatever documents you require for test plan document or requirement gathering document and the sample reports and all this I'll be sharing to you over email. With this, I'll take a pause here, guys. Any queries before we close the demo session for today? So please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So those who haven't subscribed yet, if you want to subscribe or if you want to reach my YouTube channel, so go to youtube.com and search for software performance testing real-time training. Okay, and you land up on my YouTube channel, as you can see over here, right, with this icon. So subscribe and stay tuned for updates on new batches and free demo sessions. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.